Yo, my name is Zosh.
Yo, it's Young Static.
What's cracking, guys? This is Christian from Honda Vlogs.
Yo, vatos locos. This is Lazymangarage. And you know who you're watching?
You're watching Lazymangarage.
You're watching Lazymangarage.
And you're watching Lazy Man's Garage.
Lazymangarage.
What's up, guys? It's been a while. Let's do something today. So thanks to Chris Sadowski, I've been watching his videos, and low-key getting inspired to do some welding. So Chris, if you're watching this, you got me out of my bed. So I guess that's saying something. I'm gonna be welding the front end, but it's windier than fuck. So hopefully this doesn't fuck with anything. We'll find out. Okay, so what I gotta do first is move this bastard out of the way. It's all just windier than hell right now. Jesus. And then I gotta move the sandpaper. Put that right there. And then I gotta move this, which is this assortment of wheels and etc. and such. There goes that mount. Mount's bad anyway. Fuck it. Move this light out of the way because I don't want this to catch on fire, because this is new-ish, kind of. Move the flywheel and clutch. I'm gonna need two hands to do this. Okay, so I got my power strip. Boom, right there. Got my mask right over here. We'll put this right there for now. And I'm gonna charge my phone right now, so I got some room to play around with when it comes to filming. And then we're going to start welding on some areas. I was thinking about taking these off. How I did that on the brackets here, you're not gonna believe it, but this is what I used. It's a steel standard Kasabi floppy disk sander. I think this is should say what grit it is. I don't know, but I think it's an 80 grit. What I did with that was, this is where the fuel pressure regulator, or the fuel pressure what's it called, fuel filter, was sitting. And then there was other brackets and like some of the little nipples that like are like this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like that one right there. There was one. Oh man, I forgot this one. But most of the heavy spots you see like this can be smoothened out. That's not a problem. And that used to be where the charcoal canister would sit. That was another little bolt thingy majig. But this was a bracket, this was a bracket, that was a bracket, this was, and that was. I literally didn't cut those off. I just sanded them down with that. So, Chris, if you have any brackets you want to get rid of, just sand them down, dude. So the phone is on the charger, as you can see. And I'm just going to let it charge up a bit. And I'm going to go full send on this right now. And a little bit, I want to film some of it, and I'll put you guys on a time lapse. So I can't finish welding because this thing is trash. Fucking gave out on me mid-weld. My welds look like shit. Let me try to focus. My welds look like ass. Look at stacking dimes, bro. Gloves are literally fucked up from this welder. Hey, I'm trying to fucking film over here. I guess that's all I can do for now. I guess I could just yeah, see, I told you they look like shit. But I guess I can just fucking grind them down now and pray for the best. Okay, so far I sanded this down to blend in with that part right there. I know it doesn't look like it. I got rid of the two brackets I said I would, just with the grinder. I got rid of it. I sanded this down to blend in with there. Got rid of that little bracket that was right there. And tried to, well, make this work. Oh yeah, it's not working out with me here, you know. It's like it's working against me. I can't weld anymore because my grinder's a piece of shit, and I can't grind anymore because I can't fucking hear anything. Now I know why Young Static uses earpieces, because that shit, man, shit's loud. Like all I hear is eh. And so now there's not much really to do. I can't really do much because of the fucking welder. So I guess it's just put on hiatus. I don't have a degreaser, otherwise I would clean up and degrease and paint this transmission I have, but don't have that either because funds are tight because of fucking Christmas. And I still want to flock my dash, but that also costs this thing called money. So I don't have any funds for that. Jesus Christ, it's just like, it feels like nothing's going right with this car, you know? I need some fucking help. If anybody's who's watching and is local, as I drop my fucking thing on the floor, if anybody's watching that is local and wants to help out, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I guess there's nothing else left to do other than clean up all this fucking mess. Okay, so a few things are happening today. It's the next day since my welder broke. Today, Louise is getting a transmission from a reliable source. We're getting the pilot bearing for the flywheel out of B18, and then I'm gonna do the wires on my buddy's 240 until Louise gets here. I'm gonna go through the wires because oh my God, I'll show you. When you take a harness to convert it for a SR20 from a KA24, this I would not recommend doing so. I mean, look at this. Look at the way they did things. I already depinned this yesterday, and I did depend the ones that were just in there, just straggler wires. But I'm gonna go through the whole harness, like even like this. Like I'm gonna solder this, heat shrink that, go through this whole harness right here that they did, find out how it is, if it's okay, if it's good to go, whatnot. Go through this side of the wiring too, because looks like this was wired in here, and if I'm not mistaken, this is not OEM. But the wire harness right here is, so they probably just fucking fucked that shit up. So I'm gonna have to redo all the wiring that they did. This is gonna be a fucking disaster. But on that note, once I get the soldering iron and shit that's coming today, we should get this bad boy in later on, all like degreased and put together and cleaned up, whatever. We'll have it mate to the transmission, mated to the engine, and if it's up to Louise, we could drop it in today, and then we could assemble the axles and everything else tomorrow. I'll let him use my battery, and then the car will start. Now when the car, oh shit, he's gonna need gas. Fuck. Well, okay, well we can get him some gas, but I'll let him use my battery for the time being. But if we at least get the motor in there, bolted in, nice and smooth, whatever, all the hoses connected, he's still gonna need coolant. He's still gonna need motor oil because you need to do an oil change. We have the Honda transmission. We have the Honda transmission fluid, but we don't have. What don't we have? Just I guess battery and gas. That's pretty much it. But we're gonna get that later on today. So let's cross our fingers that Louise wants to do this, and then we could send it, and this bad boy will finally be sitting inside of its home where it belongs. Now we just do this thing called the waiting game. It's one of my favorite games, is where you literally just wait on everyone. It's fucking great. Okay, so I got all my stuff from Harbor Freight, or Hubar for it, or Harbor Frigid, whatever you want to call it. Got my soldering wire, a bunch of heat shrink, and then I got my gun. So I'm gonna get to this. I'm not really gonna show you guys how to do this because I've shown it in the last video, but I will show you how to do at least one in this video. On my previous videos, my shit used to look like crap, but this is how it's supposed to look. So what you do is you take if you have a heat gun or whatever, you take the bottom end, right, this, right, and you place it underneath the wire as so, and then as the wire gets hot, you add the solder on top, and it'll melt through into between the wires, giving you a solid connection. That's exactly what you want. You don't want it to just bulk up like how I did on this little fucking connector right here, because then this shit is brittle and it will fall off like I just made it do. See? So you want to make sure that you have the soldering iron underneath the wire, like so, heat it up, then take the soldering wire and go across the top. It'll soak in between the wires and the cracks and the crevices that you couldn't get it super tight, and it makes it a bond. But don't forget to put the heat shrink on first before you actually do this, because I've done that multiple times where I fucking welded this together, and then I'm like, okay, cool, where's that heat shrink? Oh, fuck, and I never put it on. So make sure you do that, and then you just take a lighter to the heat shrink, like so. I always weld, I do the middle, and then I go to the ends, giving it that nice seal. I'm a little excessive, so I do it a little bit longer than normal. And there you go. That's done. And I only got 30,647 million to go. What I'm doing now, this is for the, I got all this done already. This needs to be depinned. Thank you, Marky. What'd you say about my mother? So now I gotta take this, and I'm cleaning this up to make it look a lot better, because they literally had like 50 connections here for that shit. Goes to that little box right there. Here are the lines. I know which one goes to which because it's simple. The thick black one goes to the skinny brown one. Little black one to little black one. Little white to little white, and little yellow to little yellow. I'm gonna get this all situated, squared away, and then I'm gonna solder these, loom them up. They should go back right where they go, and it'll fit. I'm also shortening it just a tad so that way it looks a lot cleaner instead of looking all janky like it did, because it was like this long when it should just be like this. But I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so Louise finally got a transmission from a reliable source. This is fine. The differential is perfect. It's just a little dirty, but you know, who cares? And this is going in. And yep. Now, what I'm about to show you is what I picked up. Louise picked up the transmission. I'm going B series on the CRX. So, and I'm doing the stick shift conversion. Look it. Look it. I got two things. No, I got two things. Okay, so we got the pilot bearing in now. Everything seems to be fine. I gave him some pressure plate bolts off of my B series motor I got. Can't believe I could actually say that now. Clutch and flywheel are on. He's just torquing them down to spec, like it's supposed to be, I guess, or whatever. Then we're gonna take the transmission, mate them together. They're gonna make babies, and they're gonna make lots of Hertz pairs. All right, so this is going in. We got everything situated. All the bolts are tightened down. Starter's on. Half shaft is on. What else did we put on? The mount is on. Look at the way Louise is holding the flashlight. So we got the motor in. Goddamn, your screen makes everything look, well, your phone actually makes everything look 20 times better. But we got the motor in. We have the motor mounts in. We have everything plugged up. Just don't have the hoses connected, but we got the battery going. We have the charge harnesses in, thanks to Mayhem. Thank you again. Louise is going through the little... Huh? Oh, okay, cool. So Louise is just going through... You sure that's not power steering? Cruise? Okay, so now we're going to do a test start and see if it runs. Come on, baby. Taking a spare part off my motor so that way he can run his motor tonight. Dude. Yeah, the guy torqued it, whoever owned it originally.
Alright, hold the motor down.
Can't start it now. We gotta wait for all this to clear up. We just tried to crank it over right now and fuel just squirted out. So
This?
yeah, tighten that. I don't think that's tightened, but you're also squirting from the injectors too. All of them.
Fucking film, bitch.
Prime it. Behind the prime, remember? Alright, so as I steal 2 sodas from Luis's house without him knowing, I think he heard me. I'm going to close this video out here. All we got to do is button up stuff tomorrow. That's pretty much it. We got to put the axles in, fluid. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty fucking tired. But I'm Chris from Lazymangarage, and we get shit done when we need. Wait. Fuck, I am so tired. I'm Chris from Lazymangarage, and we get shit done when we feel like it. Wait. I haven't even done my little sponsor thing I always do. If you guys want anything from Neo's Garage, link will be down in the description down below. It'll help me out. If you want some Activio Racing merchandise, it'll be down in the description also down below. Links to our Instagrams will also be down there. The fuck was that I just saw? But like I said, I'm Chris from Lazymangarage, and we get shit done when we feel like it. Peace.